Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Beyond the 90. Hopefully, my internet is working okay. I've just realized before I went live that we've got not very good internet. Just going to check that now. But yes, welcome back. Again, we've got a lot of good stuff planned for you today. We're going to be looking at PSV's last results. We're going to be looking at a load of other stuff. So, such things as looking at PSV side, we're going to be looking at what Leicester City need from this match, because you're looking at the Rennes side we played against. It's going to be a good side that we're coming against. So just check that everything's okay. If you have any thoughts about this, make sure to leave it in the comments down below for me, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Or so, yes. First of all, we'll look at PSV's last result. So when we were drawn against them, I was thinking, do you know what? I think people have got the love for the Conference League back. I'm not going to lie. I was one of the people that wasn't too sure about the Conference League. It seems to be getting back now, which is good. I mean, the game wasn't a sellout against Rennes, even though Rennes were a good opposition. I mean, I was saying this on Flawless's channel just recently. You're looking at Rennes and PSV; these guys are normally like up there in the Conference League. It's teams that other people would know about, so they are a decent enough team. I'll bring up some of the squads at the moment, so some of the results. Just see which tab it in. Again, I've got 3 tabs labeled PSG, so bear with me one moment. Just looking at this now for the other results. So they are currently sitting second in the division with behind Ajax, but you can see here PSV 1, Tel Aviv 0. Then when they went away to Tel Aviv, they drew 1-1. One thing that's interesting. So where's it gone? The first result they had 4-4 Copenhagen. PSV again. We played Copenhagen, who they were in our group all those many moons ago in 2016, and we played against them. Then they won 4-0. So they won 8-4 in aggregate. It shows you that with the squad that they have, they do leak goals, and we know Leicester City fans what leaking goals is like. So again, I'll zoom in a little bit for you. They after that they hammered teams, and the latest draw, Twente. I don't know how to say this with this one. Twente 3-3, and they were 3-0 down. I think in the first half. Again, from my very little knowledge of Dutch football, they aren't the best side in Twente and where they are. But look, we're playing at home Thursday, 8:00 for a Conference League game. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough game. But I'm really up for this. The momentum seems to be in our favor. You look at the likes of what's happened of recent with, again, apologies for the internet. It just keeps cutting in and out. But hopefully it's working. Anne said he'll join before if home if you're in. No problem, mate. Hopefully my internet holds out, because it's really annoying. Just before it went live, the internet went. But hopefully it was be here. Fox to Fox is in. Jeff, hopefully you're doing it at a good time. Make sure you subscribe to Jeff as well. 3-0 by the 25th minute. It depends what formation we play and who we want to play, because again, they are a good side and they do play some good football, so we will have to say the defense is poor. Our defense, again, is just coming back. So we'll talk about that in this one. Obviously, Man United is probably not the best performance, because Man United are not a good team, as we found out. But they didn't really offer us that attacking threat. But we remember that back four, the back four that we play, and we're probably going to start with or stick with. You're looking at left on the left. You've got looks like James Justin or Castagna. I think it was Castagna on the left. Then Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans, and Castagna on the right. So them four is quite a nice back four. However, they just played. All of these players are pretty much coming back from long-term injuries. We've got to nurse them in. However, we need the result for this one. They're not going to bend over easily. They're a good side, because let's be real, they are a team that is in a decent run of form. And with our back four, it's a really weird dilemma, because what I'd like to do is go hard, get the points, seal it up, as Jeff said, 3-0. We're looking for that kind of result. We're looking for a good result, a clean sheet. I think we can keep a clean sheet against these guys. It'll be hard. Looking at some of the players that they've got as well. So Noni Madueke, without giving too much away, potentially we've seen. With John Percy, he's in advanced talks with at the moment. They were really on his radar. So exactly, as Noni is on his Leicester audition potentially. From what we hear as well, Noni's a great little player. Sorry about the internet. It's really annoying. But it's just a pain. Anyway, I'm just going to keep continuing, and so hopefully you guys can push through with the crappy visuals but good audio. With this one, again, they've got a decent enough team. Noni's one player that I didn't realize that happened. Mario Götze, the World Cup winner, World Cup scorer in the final, is part of their team. And I thought he was like, oh my God, he's going to be right past it. No, he's 29. It's not that bad. I mean, he's played for Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich. So he's a good player. When he's 29, he plays more of a false nine from what I've read as well. So he's a good enough player for us. So for who we're going to come against. But is he good enough? Is Fana going to cope with him? Is Johnny Evans going to cope with him? Will Daniel Amate, will Sionchu get a run out as well, potentially? We saw Sionchu wasn't actually part of the squad, part of the team. He was part of the squad, sorry, that played against Manchester United. Potentially that could be his time. So what do we do? What do you think we should do? Because I'm not sure exactly what the best plan is for Leicester City. We can play some decent football. We're in a decent run of form at the moment. I think we were unlucky. I know Jeff put it on his channel as well. For the Man United result, we were unlucky to get all 3 points, and I'm kind of still annoyed about that, to be perfectly honest with you. So when we play football, we are a decent enough team, and we can deal with them. From what I've read as well, they play like a 4-2-3-1/4-3-3, which is pretty similar to how we play, to be honest. And with what we're playing at the moment and how we're going to play, do you know what? I'm really looking forward to this game. What we need is a 2-goal difference. I'd prefer 2-0 for our defensive problems. I'd take a 4. I know Matt Piper said a 4-2 on BBC Radio Leicester. I'd love a 4-2, to be honest. But let's make sure we solidify this defense. If we get a clean sheet, brilliant. Up front, potentially, would you think? I think Iheanacho he had a typical Nacho performance. Really good in parts, and really just awful. And we've got to take the good with the bad with Nacho. He's just one of them players. So, yes, with the way that we're performing on that left-hand side, potentially, you can look and go, right, okay, we've probably got Barnes starting. I think that'll be a good one. Answer with the comments, put 3-1. I'd take that. And I don't think it's too cocky. I think we're in the quarterfinals now. We're on the last 8 of the competition. Couple more. And hopefully we'll see who gets through to the quarters. Again, I want to go now and push on. We are deep enough. We're at a stage now where we have to look at going, right, one more game in the semis, one more game. We've got 3 more games of a quarterfinal, a final, and a semi. I want to be going, quarterfinal, semi, and a final. I want to be going to the final, Leicester. When Wesley Fofana said that he wants to win trophies, and he signed the contract to win trophies, this is what we're talking about. We aren't in any other competition. We're not going to win the Premier League, obviously. We're not even going to get Europe this year. This is what we need to focus on. And Brendan Rodgers has shown already that he wants to focus on it. Per an example, he rested some players for the Arsenal game because he knew it was kind of a free hit, which was great. But now we're seeing that, okay, there are certain players that are coming into the team that coming back to full fitness will help us. Obviously, Wilfred Ndidi is a big miss at the moment, and we need to just go for it. Charlie says, all-out attack as the reverse fixture is going to be tough. Yeah, the reverse fixture is not going to be great. I think all-out attack is what we've tried to do, for example, against Liverpool in the Cup, and it didn't work because of our defensive issues. Now we've got Johnny Evans back. It was such a massive difference. And Ant knows, and you know, us guys, how much we love Daniel Amate. However, Daniel Amate isn't the one that's going to take us up the league. He's a good backup player, and I really love him for that. But Johnny Evans, we saw his quality and his elitism. He's still coming back from that injury. I would give him 45 minutes if he's available, and then try and rest him for the Crystal Palace game. Just try and, again, nurse him into it. With his foot injury, I don't want anything to happen to him, and then we lose him for a long period of time. Let's play it smart. And we're going to come against, again, we'll have a look at Noni, because apparently Noni Madueke is in good talks with Leicester City at the moment. We'll have to see what will happen, because he's again, this will be our first time seeing him in the flesh and seeing what he can do. I think he's a good enough player to play for Leicester City. Again, he's only 20. There's a lot of potential with him as well. But again, I think with Leicester, again, we will have to sell before we buy. So we'll see players like Perez leave, players like, hopefully not Iheanacho, but players like Söyüncü might leave as well. With him not being, like, whenever he's fit, he's more on the fringes now. And he's not really looked the same since he came back from the Euros in 2020. It was 2021, but it was supposed to be for 2020. You'll go Euro 2020. One of those ones. Anyway, so is there anybody else? Again, they're defensively, they are weak. So we need to get into them. And again, as Ant said, get into them from minute one. Try and get that first goal like we did. Get that first goal and make sure that we get there in a good position. The reason why is because we can go to their place and just defend with it like our lives depending on it. One player, in my opinion, that has to play for his just quality and his consistent performances, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. What a player he is, and I'm not going to shut up about it. What a player he is turning out to be. I think he's going to be a great, great little talent. Sorry, he is a great talent, and I was expecting him to be good this season. I wasn't expecting to be this good and this consistent so far. He needs to play, because you saw, again, the game against Rennes. Again, I only caught the last 15 minutes because I was traveling at the time. He was all over that defense, and he was just putting his body on the line and working and making sure that we played the ball. Going forward, again, James Maddison, give him a cameo, give him a performance, and then potentially sub him off and try and play something else as well. But James Maddison is in form. He was unlucky. He got an assist, but he should have. I think Nacho and him should have gotten a goal and assist against Man United. Each of them, and it would have been great for my fantasy as well. Anyway, so that's the thing. In terms of what Leicester need from this, again, it's a 4-2. We need that. So it's going to be a tough game. From what we hear from BBC Radio Leicester, PSV are looking to win this competition and go as far as possible, just like Rennes. It'll be a similar competition to Rennes, but it's the same kind of way where we need to go and get the result first. We need to go into the game, get that first thing, seal it, and then go wham bam, thank you, ma'am. At home, get the win, at least 2-goal difference, and we'll be there. Fox to Fox, Jess put in the comments, PSV like to shoot from outside the box. We can't give them any space for that. I kind of, again, we can't, and closing down is the thing. I think from outside the box, I do rate Kasper Schmeichel to save them. And I think he'll play every game from now until the end of the season. Kasper Schmeichel will be on number one, as we've shown. And people calling for Danny Ward now. He's injured. We can't really go to that. Because if that's true, again, Jeff, I don't really know that much about PSV. I've got some bits that I've just researched before this. But if they do, I'd fancy Schmeichel to save the majority of them. However, somebody like a Johnny Evans will help massively for that. There is a little bit of a coincidence where Johnny Evans comes off and Marty comes on, they concede the goal. Is it kind of, and I do rate Daniel Amarte, and from the chance the Leicester fans have given him, that he's starting to get rated too in terms of a Leicester City, instead of a Leicester City player, which is great to see. He's a great player that can play good football. I think he complements somebody like a Söyüncü or a Wesley Fofana. I've seen him he can complement somebody like a Söyüncü more because he's had more experience with him. With Fofana, we'll have to see, but his quality was showing. Bearing in mind, Wesley Fofana's doing Ramadan. That was his first day without eating, without drinking, and he's just coming back and he put in a performance like that. He did make some mistakes. Let's be honest. In the first half, he gave the ball away to Fernandes, who should have put it away or should have done a lot better than he actually did. There was a couple of opportunities where it wasn't quite clicking, but that's okay. He's coming back from a long-term 2 bones in his leg injury. It's awful. It's a horrible, horrible injury. But would I want him to play for this game? This is where, as a manager, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, in Brendan Rodgers' shoes. It's such a tough one, man. Because do you risk it and get your and then get this over and done with, and then take your players off. Because bear in mind, we've got 5 substitutions in this game. Do we go in, get that sorted, the 5 substitutions, so get in, get the 2-0, come off at halftime, take all your key players off, rest in, sit in, and play kind of the dirty football and grind out games, because that's what we need. We need grit, we need determination, we don't need to be nice, and we need to go and grind out performances in games. So in this case, I can't tell you what I'd do. He's kind of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, considering the performance we've had as well. Also, quick plug, Leicester City, just to let you know as well, we are going to be, let me try and find it here, on the August the 29th, oh, sorry, what's it called? August the 29th for Manchester United. We are going to be playing again. We are going to be having a Leicester City with Memphis. So there'll be a link on Beyond the 90 LCFC Women. Make sure to go and check that one out. Really, really good. £7.50. You come, you have some food, do a pub quiz. A lot of that's on Beyond the 90 Women LCFC Women. So beyond BT90 _ LCFC _ Women. Great little, great time. Hannah and James are doing fantastic work there. But there's going to be some stuff there, so make sure you go and check that out. Anyway, back to this one. Obviously, we've all seen the pictures now, probably as well, over social media. That just brought a tear to my eye. The Vichai statue has been announced. Really, really cool. I love the look of it. Really well done. And yeah, the blue marble just looks lovely. The Vichai logo looks lovely. And the amount of people that came out to this, Ranieri was there, Pearson was there, Shakespeare was there. No Puel, which I don't know if he's took another job or something, but he would have been there. I didn't see any pictures of him. Andy King was back. For me, that was I can't show you now, but in my wardrobe, when we won because I'm kind of generation Andy King. I started supporting Leicester and watching Andy King when he first started playing in League One, and I followed his career pretty much the entire time. And I'm a big fan, big fan of Andy King. And watching him grow and develop, and obviously the club kind of overtook where he was at, and I think he understood that. But him being back was massive. The back four, there was a picture of the back four of Fuchs again playing in Charlotte, I think in Florida, or no, not Florida, the place above Florida. I forgot what it's called now. He played. He was there. He flew in all the way from the US. He had Wes Morgan back, Robert Huth back. I don't know where Robert Huth is now, but wish him all the best. Danny Simpson was there, and there was loads of. And it was just so nice and a big old nostalgia trip, just to see all these Leicester City players of old come back. Love to see it. Love to see it. And the Vichai statue looks beautiful. Hopefully, I'll be able to go and see it on Thursday as well. So that'll be great. And the other thing that they've announced, I don't think we talked about it on this show, the 5-sub rule is being brought in for the Premier League. So with a bigger squad like us, it could help out massively. With a smaller, again, there's loads of little things which, like this, that have helped maybe strengthen the relationship with the top 6 and make them better than somebody like a Norwich or somebody that's lower down in the table. Which is, again, it's annoying as somebody that, again, not too long ago, we were one of those teams. Not too long ago, we were the team that, right, we'll hold on for the point against the big 6. Only 6 or 7 years ago. So that was us that we was going to benefit. It was going to hold up against. We've got an interview, hopefully, with Ali the Eagle, who is an awesome Crystal Palace fan. We've had him on multiple times before as well. He's going to tell us more. I'll ask him that question about the 5-sub rule and what he thinks of that and how that will affect Crystal Palace as somebody that's kind of, well, they're in a decent form. We're playing against them. So try and get the preview out for that as well. Just let you know, the match, we won't have live match conference, but because I'll be watching the football match. But I will try and bring you the match from 8 o'clock that evening. So I think we play them at 4, and then I'm traveling back. So I'll bring you the match, the post match conference at 8 o'clock. I think that's it. There's not too much because, not going to lie, I tend to just focus on Leicester City and kind of the Premier League. I don't really concentrate too much on outside what's happening. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to follow, again, just to plug them once again, and Leicester fan channel. He's pretty much on the channel, as you know. Make sure to follow him and also follow Fox to Fox Report. Just put out a video on James Maddison I saw just before I came on, so make sure to give him a follow. Lovely little channel. Animations are insane. The visuals and stuff are a lot better than mine and my crappy internet. Really, really nice guy. I've had him on the channel a couple of times as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see everybody in the next video. So goodbye.